A very good evening and thanks for clicking on to the Christmas Eve edition of Vogan's European Outlook. A lot of things to talk about over the next few days with regards to potential for White Christmas. We're going to start the day predominantly wet and windy, but as we push into the latter half of Christmas Day, once that system pushes through, exits in the North Sea, we'll start to pull down Arctic air from the north here. So we are going to see rain changing over to snow. Most likely areas at this moment in time is going to be the Perthshire Hills, the East Lothian area, Pentlands, Southern Uplands, and there is still a question mark over parts of the Central Belt. Looks as if it's most likely to be further east towards Edinburgh, but I still wouldn't rule out the possibility of seeing some snowflakes crossing to the west of Harthill towards the Glasgow area. So there is going to be places to see a White Christmas, the majority won't see one. And then as that system exits Boxing Day and through the upcoming week between Christmas and New Year, that's when things turn colder, decidedly colder across the UK. So we are going to see more increased chances of snow, particularly so I really think between the 27th and the 29th of the month. I think we are going to see a substantial cold spell. Nothing outrageous. It's December. Back in 1995 we've seen minus 27 in Altahara, minus 20 in Glasgow. It's not going to be anything like that. This is a typical December cold spell. And unfortunately for cold weather lovers like myself, if you did check out the January Outlook, if you haven't, do so. It looks as if we're going to see a predominantly positive North Atlantic oscillation. So that means ridging over southwest Europe and the Azores region, and also low pressure more predominant across the North Atlantic extending into the UK. So it looks as if, on the face of it, at this moment in time, the Atlantic is going to rule the month of January. Does that mean we don't get winter weather? Not exactly. Because what we're going to see is, over the next 24 hours, bitterly cold Arctic air that's now over the Midwest, pushing east into eastern portions of the United States. As that does so, it then bumps into the subtropical air to the south of Florida, increases the jet across the Atlantic, and as you can see here off the GFS, we really start to crank the jet here, probably 200 plus miles an hour. That is us entering a much more active, potentially stormy pattern. Wind, rain, and yes, even snow is going to be more of a factor as we push into the first half of January. And also, like I say, when you've got Arctic air driving south, the jet stream potentially holding slightly to the south of at least Scotland, what we could start to see is the potential for these areas of low pressure containing Arctic air as they formed over eastern North America, crossing the Atlantic very speedily indeed with this jet, and then we could see on the backside of these lows significant snow. We've seen that a few winters ago, even though we had a firmly Atlantic driven pattern. So we can't write off winter, even though it doesn't look as if the Arctic Oscillation and the North Atlantic Oscillation is going to play ball. What is interesting, however, is the Arctic Oscillation, the GFS ensemble, does see it going somewhat negative, but unfortunately the North Atlantic Oscillation doesn't appear to follow suit, so it looks as if it's going to be a positive NAO, a negative Arctic Oscillation, but that can also bring colder weather to the UK as well. So let's not write anything off when it comes to winter here across the western side of Europe as we push into 2018 here. But at this moment in time, unless we get a shock sudden stratospheric warming event, which I don't really see at this moment in time, we're going to see a mix of all types of weather, I think, as we go forward. Hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. I'll be back in the next few days with more. Lots going on, but enjoy that time with friends, family, enjoy your food and your drink, and I'll be back very shortly indeed. Bye for now.